Yes, guys. Good morning to all. This morning, I'm going to do a video of Bridgetown Barbados, which is our country's capital. Once again, I'm making my way to the Constitution River with taxi and minibus terminal. Once again, this is where I'm at St. Michael's. Again, I'm at St. Michael's Road in Bridgetown. Looking towards the Queen's Park North Gate, known as the Governor General's Gate. And this is a little restaurant here, restaurant like. So this is the Queen's Park North Gate here, known as the Governor General's Gate. That is all Bridgetown in Barbados. Alright, brother. I'm gonna make my way through town now. Through Bridgetown. Enough about here now. Looking back at St. Michael's Road, and this purple building here was once the Fort Royal Garage, which was the agents for Mitsubishi vehicles in Barbados, until they closed down in 1999 and moved into Warren. As I said before, I'm looking at the entrance to the Constitution River with taxi and minibus terminal. So I'm now heading through towards Church Village in Bridgetown, Church Village Green. And this Central Bank is in front of me. The Central Bank of Barbados, also referred to as the Tom Adams Financial Center. So this is the Central Bank in front here, in front of me. The Central Bank can also be referred to as the Tom Adams Financial Center. And this is the north gate of St. Michael's Cathedral. St. Michael's and All Angels Cathedral over here, in which we'll get to shortly. And we're looking under the little driveway under St. Michael's Cathedral. The little walk driveway, so trucks cannot go underneath it because it cannot hold trucks. Looking back at Church Village Green. Church Village was once a village in town where people used to live, but the government forced the people that used to live there to move so that they can change it into a park. They relocated the residents to different what's called it. They relocated the residents to Lower Burney and Macpill, St. Michael, and then they converted Church Village into a city community park where persons can sit and relax and enjoy the sights and sounds of the city. So this is the Central Bank of Barbados, otherwise referred to as the Tom Adams Financial Center. This central bank was built here sometime in the 1980s. It when Tom Adams was the Prime Minister. And this is the former Harrison's College School. This was the former Harrison's Free School, which was established in 1733. And then it later became the Masonic Lodge. Now it is a property of the Central Bank. It is a part of the Central Bank by the name of Exchange, a place of mystery and discovery. So this is the old Harrison's College, which was established in 1733. And then it was later the Masonic Lodge. And now it is a property of the Central Bank, known as the Exchange, a place of mystery and discovery. And this is Price Street over here where Popular Discount Supermarket is. And this is a brief history of St. Michael's Cathedral. Oh no, take a walk in the cathedral again. In this cemetery you will come across the graves of Granny Adams and his son Tom Adams. Granny Adams is a national hero of Barbados and he was the founder of the Barbados Labour Party in 1938. So this is the Cathedral Church of St. Michael's and Our Angels in the Anglican Episcopal Diocese of Barbados. And again, the Central Bank of Barbados. So this is the northern side of the cathedral. So they don't bury people in this cemetery anymore. They bury the people in Westbury Cemetery now. This cemetery is full. So the only way anyone will get buried in here is if they have a by grave. So yes guys, the grave of Granny Adams, Sir Granny Herbert Adams. The burial place of Sir Granny Herbert Adams, QC, CMG, 1898 to 1971. He was the leader of the government Premier of Barbados from 1946 to 1958. Prime Minister of the West Indies, 1958 to 1962. And as I said before, he was the father of Tom Adams, who was Barbados' second Prime Minister. So Granny Adams is a national hero of Barbados. His wife Grace is also interred in this churchyard as well. So St. Michael's Cathedral here. So nobody gets buried in this churchyard anymore. So this is the grave now of his son Tom Adams, JMGM. Tom Adams, JMGM stands for John Michael Jeffrey Manningham Adams, Queen's Counsel, Member of Parliament, PCMP, QC, PCMP. He was born in 1931 and died in 1985. beloved husband of Genevieve, father of Douglas and Rawdon, Prime Minister of Barbados from 1976 to 1985. So Tom Adams now was the member of Parliament for the parish of St. Thomas, and he was the parliamentary representative. He was the leader of the Barbados Labour Party, in which his father created. And as I said before, he was the Prime Minister for 9 years, 1976 to 1985, or 8.5 years. The same day that Tom Adams received government, assumed office as Prime Minister, is the same day that the Cubana Airlines came crashing down off the west coast here in Barbados, in St. James, in a place called Paynes Bay. And that's the same day that the Granny Adams Airport was reopened, was renamed. It was renamed the Granny Adams International Airport on the 6th of October 1976 from being Seabell Airport. So this is St. Michael's Cathedral Cemetery, and this is the Central Bank of Barbados here. So this is the north entrance to the cathedral. Alright, morning. That's good. Inside the cathedral. This is the organ pipes, the pipes for the organ. So this is inside the cathedral. This is the interior of St. Michael's Cathedral. And under our feet are some tombs as well. So this is the head Anglican Church in Barbados. And this is the south side, the south gate, looking towards St. Michael's Road again. And this is the lovely manual organ, 4-manual organ, built by J. Walker and Sons, and it came out of St. Michael's Cathedral in 1924. So this is the organ console, and this is the pipes behind here for the organ. This organ was played by some great organists, such as Jarrah Hudson from 1921 to 1974, John Fletcher from 1974 to 1993, and John Bryan from 1994 to present. And a plaque here in memory of Jarrah Hudson, who was born October 30th, 1897 in Lancashire, England, and died in January, the 15th of January 1975. So this is the organ and the pipes for the organ in the background. And this is the Lady Chapel here that was erected in the cathedral in 1938. This is where the choir sits, and the bishop sits here as well, the bishop's throne. And the choir sits here as well at times. This is the south gate of the cathedral. Looking towards St. Michael's Road. So this is St. Michael's Cathedral. It's magnificent clock tower. St. Michael's and All Angels Cathedral.
Yeah, but put the Jews in that
So now heading on to St. Michael's Road now. With the Taylor's Cycle Center that sells rally bikes. Michael's Road, was near opposite Michael's Cathedral. Looking back at the St. Michael's Road. Then Bridgetown. So heading down St. Michael's Road now. And it's all wall. St. Michael's Cathedral. I'm looking back at Price Street. This is Price Street through here, where the popped up discount supermarket is. And this is the former Stanley shoe shop, Stanley shoe store. And this is all St. Michael's Road in Bridgetown. Come back to the $2 plus store. The Stanley shoe store used to be. And this is the Treasury building over here. Known as the Barbados Avenue Authority building. The Treasury building here. Known as the Barbados Avenue Authority building. And this is the Stanley shoe store here. Looking back to the Charles Duncan Only Bridge and the Chamberlain Bridge in town, in Bridgetown. Looking back at the St. Michael's Road, where the Bridgetown supermarket was. This pinkish color building here was the Bridgetown supermarket. Bridgetown used to be in there years ago. And Stanley shoe store used to be in here. And Melwani's next door. Melwani's is another Indian store with Tannies. And Melwani's, and this whole complex was burnt in the late 80s as well. So now we're going through the Hill Street in Bridgetown. It's the Kentucky restaurant, KFC. KFC on Hill Street. And Chef at Hill Street next door. Chefette Hill Street, Chefette restaurant. Chefette is exclusive to Barbados. So it can only be found in Barbados. So this is Kentucky here and Chefette next door. Both are two fast food restaurants which can only be found in Barbados. And a lot of arcades are found on this street as well. Lucky 7 slots and arcade. Golden Treasure games.
Yeah, Rodney. All right.
So this is Hill Street. Now headed towards Palmetto Street. And this is the back of the Parliament buildings here, which is the third oldest Parliament in the Western Hemisphere. And this is Rickett Street here where Flanders Pharmacy is. And this is the back of the Parliament building here, which is the third oldest Parliament in the Western Hemisphere. And this is the old city bar here. The old city bar. And a cinema was behind here at one point as well. A cinema was in here. I think it was the Olympic cinema or something like that. This is the Parliament here, which is the third oldest Parliament in the Western Hemisphere. The Parliament buildings here. And back to, you can see the Central Bank in the background. Back to Mahill Street. And this is Palmetto Square, Palmetto Street here.
This and that, this and that, this and that.
So this is Chancery House, where the Olympic cinema was.
Okay, let's go to 10 more things. You know what?
So now it's High Street. This is High Street in Bridgetown, looking back to the side of the Royal Bank of Canada. High Street in Bridgetown. Margaret. This is A.P. Jones and Company Pharmacy over here. A.P. Jones and Company Pharmacy. And the F.Y. Adams store, which is a garment store. It sells clothes and other toiletries owned by Indians, the Adams family, Adam. And Robert Stationery was in here as well. And this is High Street in Bridgetown. And this is Victoria Street here, where Bryden's used to be, at the back of K. Shepherd's store. Now, the Charters General Store here, which is a hardware store.
To create a truly unique brand that is all about you, your passions, your interests, your lifestyle.
And this is the vendors mall here, where the vendors sell their fruits and vegetables. It was opened in 1997. Straight up will be Robert Street in Bridgetown. And this is Swan Street now, Swan Street, which is only open to vehicular pedestrian traffic. Swan Street is the busiest street in the city. And a lot of it has reasonable stores on this street are reasonable for the low income shoppers. Souvenir store here. It sells garments and other toiletries as well. Pro sales here where Harmony's clothing store used to be. Dollar White, the $3 store. Which was once Kathy's garment store. And Tani shoe store here as well. So Kathy's used to be in here until 2005 when the $3 store moved in here. When it first opened, it was only $3. Things in here used to be only $3. But now things have gone to $3 and up now.
Walking that water here,
And this is the Cherish Cosmetic store here. Cherish is another supermarket. This is here on Swan Street in Bridgetown. So this way will take you back to Coleridge Street and back to the Central Police Station and back to where the old library was. You see the Central Police Station complex here. And this is the former Barbados Highway, which is now Mall number 16. They're looking back up to Swan Street. This is where to take you back to Prince William Henry Street and back to the Woolworth store. So this is Swan Street in Bridgetown. Another S.Y. Adams store here. So now reaching the lower part of Swan Street. Our bed here, which is another garment store. It sells fabric and so on. Our bed. Our bed store here. So reach the end of Swan Street, Batter. Shoe store used to be here years ago. You can back up this road, we'll take you about the Backstage Road, Mayor Tudor Street. And this way we're back to Broad Street. Kentucky restaurant here as well, at Friend down to Lower Broad Street. This will be Lower Broad Street now. So I'll be taking you back to Lower Green. This is the old city, former city of, this is the city of Bridgetown, Cooperative Credit Union building here. And the city center mall, which is a multi-story car park here. So this is the lower part of Bridgetown now. I will take another trip, another route today. Yeah, Marty.
Yeah.
Looking back at the Tudor Street and Swan Street. And this is the city center mall with its multi-story car park here. Now approaching St. Mary's Church, St. Mary's Anglican Church, which is in Bridgetown. So this is Jubilee Gardens here, where the old Lower Green bus stand was. Before I move into Lower Green, bus stand was there first. Before they moved down to Princess Alice down the road here. So this is Hart Street here, that will lead you back to Backstage Road as well. So this is the wall for St. Mary's Church. And the old town hall building on the opposite side. And this is Jubilee Gardens here where the old Lower Green bus stand used to be. And this is the old town hall building on the opposite side here. The old town hall building, and you can see the Quartz Appliance store in the background. The old town hall building, which is now the Government Information Service, and the Barbados Tourism Investment Inc. is also in there now. The old town hall. And this is St. Mary's Church here, St. Mary's Anglican Episcopal Church, which is to the western side of Bridgetown, known as the lower side of Bridgetown. So you can see over the Quartz store, appliance store, the old town hall building. So this is St. Mary's Anglican Episcopal Church here in Bridgetown. In this church here will be the graves of some other famous Barbadians as well. They still do bury people here. So St. Mary's Church is just across from the old Lower Green bus stand, the old town hall building, and the Quartz Appliance store. And this way back to the Princess Alice bus stand, which is a replacement for Lower Green bus stand. And this is inside of St. Mary's Anglican Church in Bridgetown. St. Mary's Church. The pipes for the organ here, and the baptismal font. So St. Mary's Church in Bridgetown. Thank you guys for watching now, and have a blessed morning.